Hello and welcome to my course Elixir for Beginners. My name's Ben Emson. I'm a software developer, has been writing software for about 20 years, and I maintain two websites, elixirgolf.com and elixirforbeginners.com. So why Elixir? What is it? Why should I care? Why do I need to know another programming language? Well, it's built on the Erlang virtual machine or the Erlang Beam. It's very modern. It's got a wonderful syntax which is based loosely on Ruby syntax. It's cherry-picked other concepts from other languages, things like the macros from Clojure, and taken things like doc tests from Python. And it's created this new language and new ecosystem, and the sum of its parts is greater than any individual piece. So why should I care? Well, we're heading into a future where everything is going to be networked. And because of that, we're going to have to handle concurrency. Multiple computations all happening at the same time. And in order to do that, we need a language which makes that easy. And Erlang is industrial strength and has been doing this thing for a number of years, since 1986. We also need to be fault tolerant, because what happens if one of these concurrent processes fails? We need to be able to bring it back up again without the whole system crashing. So concurrency and being functional are two key concepts that we as developers need to be good at in the future. And this is where we get into Elixir. We want a language which is functional and can handle concurrency and the other pieces of that puzzle, so fault tolerance and being distributed. It needs to be able to do that in a way that is developer friendly. So we've got to have the right syntax, nice syntax. We need to have nice tools to be able to do this and be able to build with some decent error messages so you can help debug and understand what's going on. Now, the combination of Erlang and Elixir together create this wonderful ecosystem and a wonderful environment for building highly scalable, highly concurrent, and extremely robust and fault-tolerant systems. And this is why you should look at building things with Elixir. Now, one of the things that we should understand is, isn't a functional language hard? Well, Elixir, because of its syntax, makes understanding functional languages a lot easier than it was before. Erlang had a large learning curve which was complex and tricky to understand. Elixir helps ease that. It's still hard, but it gives us an angle, it gives us a way in, a foothold into building functional programs. So what kind of things can you build? Well, as I've already mentioned, you can build highly scalable pieces of software. It's really well suited to websites and the back ends of websites. There's a project called the Phoenix project, which is similar to Ruby on Rails, but for Elixir. We can build microservices and APIs. It's well suited to building back ends to perhaps mobile devices. One of the things to consider is this networked future is going to involve the Internet of Things. So we're going to have small client devices talking to back end servers. Now, there's a project called the Nerves project, which puts Erlang and Elixir onto devices like the Raspberry Pi and the BeagleBone. Now, all of a sudden, you can write Elixir and Erlang code on the client as well as on the back end. And all of a sudden, you've got a way of managing and distributing your software and versioning your software and deploying your software on individual devices as well as on the servers. This is fantastically powerful. One of the other benefits of Elixir is that it uses all the cores of your CPUs on your computers. So it's much more efficient. It uses everything all at once, whereas traditional programs usually run in one thread and will only therefore run on one core unless the program has been specifically designed to run on multiple cores. So we should really look at using things like Elixir and Erlang for building and running programs which involve a lot of, say, event handling or perhaps robotics and so on. So why not come and join me? Why not learn a functional language? Why not give yourself some skills for the future? I'd love to hear what you build with Elixir, and come and join me on this course, this adventure. Many thanks.